movie begins with text. As two dudes are shooting off guns now in the background, the two dudes are now the main focus of the shot, and as one of them hides behind a barrier or something, one of them is still shooting and they get shot. Sorry, bruh. He begins to cry over his body. And boom! Title card! Wait a minute, those are two guesses. Did I save the right movie or something? All the scene will give us is just some cringe-worthy dialogue or something. I really have no idea.
What's wrong, pal?
I'm scared, Dad. Why are guests like us disappearing?
That's nothing to worry about.
Then why do I have to move to a new school?
Don't worry about it, kiddo. I won't let anything happen to you.
Jump scare bell! Ha ha!
Hey, look, it's a stupid guest. Didn't think there were any of them left.
Yeah, I know.
Are those guys stoned or something? Skipping over this part of footage, since all it is just this guest playing at a park.
Whoa!
However, for the guest, it's too late, since this bacon dude just pops up out of nowhere and shoots them. Oh god, dude, you didn't need to do that.
Look, you don't need to do this.
Nice line. He wakes up in an orphanage to find a girl named Daisy, who randomly walks in.
Hi, I'm Guest.
I heard about your parents. I'm sorry about what happened to them. I can't believe you're one of the last guests.
Thanks. How long have you been here?
Well, I'm new here too, and I'm thinking we could be friends.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Oh my freaking god.
Let's go grab some breakfast. I'll show you around the house, then later we can go to the park.
Wait, what? Why are you playing this music right now? Then these racist or sexist bullies come in.
You need to be taught a lesson, little girl. Sorry, my leg must have accidentally slipped.
I'm not completely sure that's how it works, dude.
Hey, leave her alone.
I'm not sure they will, bruh. Especially when they start looking at you. The event square for what may be the best enemy battle in all of history. Like, wow, that was so good. I don't think the bully will lose. Like, oh, by God. After an overly pathetic insult, the bully decides to leave, losing him the fight.
Thanks. Those guys are horrible.
Well, certainly they are horrible. Then this guy named Matt gets introduced, who will be essential to the plot later on. After that, they all awkwardly stare at each other like, what do you think you're doing?
Get back. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna smack you.
Do not take that awkward line out of context. Then I'm gonna skip over all of this part because it's just them gaming. After that, Matt walks in to tell them that there's a bacon outside their door.
What? What's going on?
I just said that there was a bacon outside your door.
The bacon soldiers. They're here.
After they hide in a closet, the bacon walks into their door with a mask. After searching one of the closets, he finds no one in there. After sacrificing himself to the police, we discover that they're in the closet right by the door. After a 20-second long scene, we cut to 10 years later. And what could be 10 years later then? Oh my god! After that, everyone seems to be really happy.
I can't think of any other couple that has such an amazing bond and friendship as these two wonderful people. It's been an absolute pleasure being friends with them from the start.
Still trying to be emotional. And let me say that it isn't working at all. After almost a minute of non-emotional stuff, we now discover that the bacons are terrorizing the guests.
Vigilant. The terrorist organization has doubled in number over the past 10 years, and the authorities are struggling to remain in control. Tragically, another family of guests were victims of the terrorism. It is believed there is only one last guest in Roblox.
Haha, I knew y'all needed a source for the title. After learning that he's the last one remaining, he decides to fight for his rights and join the army. Oh yeah. His reasoning is also because he doesn't want his family to be under threat. After that, Matt decides to join him. Weird. After 20 seconds of more non-emotional scenes, he decides to leave right there. You of course know the drill. This guy is their trainer, meaning he's gonna be overly mean.
You will be sent out on the front line, so train hard!
It just sounds like this dude is just screaming into his mic.
Well, look who we have here. It's the rat from the orphanage.
Apparently these guys are back, too. After walking back, he runs at them and delivers a roundhouse kick that apparently knocks both of them down within a couple of seconds.
Holy cow, that was awesome!
Certainly was. After a training montage, we come back to a familiar backdrop. They begin walking beside a tank to kill soldiers. Or I'm guessing that's what's happening. Am I right?
Hey, where are the bacon soldiers? I don't see them.
Hey dude, nice stuttering. Because of that, we're going to kill you with many ways, such as explosives and shooting you. Ah yes, nice explosion, best in anime. Wait, so that's where I recognize the backdrop. It's from the opening scene. Now we're hiding behind another tank for some reason.
There's too many of them!
We know! After doing some pro gamer parkour, he decides to run towards them by beating them up. When he gets there, he gets shot in the back. And why is it not from the dude from all those years ago?
What a pleasure it is to meet you, the last guest. Any last words before I blow your brains out? Yeah! Go to hell!
There's children watching, you can't say that. And with a grenade throw from the downed guest, we get what may be the single best explosion in cinematic history. Like, wow, that looks so good. Also, yes, he did die, so boom, there you go. After that, we return back to the house. Hey, why do you think we have no voices? I don't know, maybe we should go ask you, Father. Oh, what's that? Hey, he's dead. After that, they're now at his funeral, and where our builderman dude is talking, which maybe is kind of a surprise. Also, he's memorialized forever as a statue, because why not?
For the past few months, the Bacon Soldiers terrorist organization have been on the verge of defeating our forces and taking over Roblox.
I'll say, hey, look, Matt's still alive. After that, Matt just randomly gives the daughter a letter from his father for some reason, because why not? And then boom, we cut to 11 years earlier at the bacon camp. Also, hey, look, wouldn't it be funny if we just made that look like water? After this bacon makes a first grade quality drawing, he gets abused.
Drawing won't make you an elite soldier.
After a minute of training and talking, we cut to a forest. It's where we, the audience, can see the bacon and a female bacon walking. It's where they find a dog trapped under a log.
My name's Sarah, and this is my friend Jez.
This was why I put it under just Dad when he died.
Don't worry, my dad's a doctor. He'll be able to fix him up.
That'll also become essential to the plot later. That's where Jez walks home, and down his hallway, in a neat little shot, we find his mom dead with a knife in her chest.
Jez, hey, wake up. I find this just as boring as you do, but teacher over there is giving us the death stares.
The shot when he snapped back to reality was actually quite cool.
Our time is close, and we will march on Roblox to claim back what is rightfully ours.
After a montage where that bacon beats a whole lot of other bacons up, we see a bacon in a beard and a bacon with a mask, probably the one from earlier looking at pictures of Guest and his friend. Now we find out that the bacons have been enslaving the guests, and it's obvious that they're in no condition to survive, as 3 of them collapse during their jobs at the slave camp. We also learn that Zora, the female bacon, has been helping the guests in order to help them survive.
You're a traitor.
Wait, what was that?
You're a traitor.
Now that's what I thought you said. After he walks in to tell them what Zara's been doing, he sees the knife his mother was killed with.
What is it?
Oh, I just wanted to say I'm really looking forward to the guest games tomorrow.
Now, what are you thinking? You may be asking, what are the guest games? Now, what were you thinking? Did you think it wasn't gonna be a gladiator arena with guests fighting? Because it is a gladiator-style arena with guests fighting. And the rules are?
2 guests will fight to the death. The survivor will return to prison. If both refuse to fight, they will be killed.
And I guess that's it. And since they both can't bother to fight their own race, they both get shot by Jez's dad in cold blood. And after a bit of sword fighting, the guest on the right gets stabbed in the back. It also gets ingrained through Jez's mind for some reason. And after the same thing with 2 female guests, one of them dies in the same way. Afterwards, 2 male guests experience the same thing, dying in multiple ways of combat. More guests fight in this gladiator-style arena in quick cutting shots, like I already mentioned or not mentioned, because why not already mention or not mention anything until this lady guest stabs one in the chest below screen. Over at the guest slave camp, we encounter a guest named Rose. After fun throughout multiple seasons, they all just ragdoll down to the floor.
Do you ever dream of a world where there's only peace and happiness?
Well, there's no Twitter weirdos, yeah.
A world where Bacons and guests live together in harmony.
And every Sunday we'd have a nice hot barbecue with all the sausages and burgers we could ever dream of.
I respect that opinion too.
Yeah, you can keep dreaming about that one.
Wait, replay that one?
Yeah, you can keep dreaming about that one.
Someone may have accidentally auto-tuned her voice.
I've been chosen for the guest games.
We go back to prison or get killed. After posing up as a medic, they go to the prison, which looks like a backdrop for prison life.
Wait, hold on, who's this?
Are you stupid? It's a medic. But wait, not actually, because boom! He comes in for a surprise attack. And after the other Bacon notices that his partner is gone, he looks for the attacker before he gets attacked too. After a guy gets up through the button, he sees a guest in there. And then the Bacon gets beaten. After almost getting in, the corn kernel comes in and shoots his gun, killing Zara. Bro, you didn't need to do that. I know she was going against your rules, but you didn't need to do that at all. And of course, the realization makes Jez cry. Then he gets enslaved, like, what? He's not even a guest, but sure, whatever. After 2.5 minutes of non-emotional stuff, we come back to the general's office.
We will talk later.
Then we come back to the first battle's battlefield, because whatever. After a conversation with the Bacons, this Bacon sees the last guest coming in and fighting them all. After a memory of his mom telling him to not give up, not let her down, he gets up and fights his own side. After knocking down the 3 Bacons there, he sees the last guest and his dad, the general. He then realizes what's about to happen when the grenade gets thrown, and when he does, he will knock the guest out of the way, enable for the guest and him to survive, and let his dad and all the others die. And boom! 12 bodies, 3 off screen for 15 in total, not counting the 4 already counted, so that's 11 in total. And now we're back to the Roblox army camp with more water effects. After going back to get one who may or may not have been shot, we go back to a site where we saw in that overhead shot. And oh my god, it turns out to be Matt. After turning around to look at her, we see a shadow come up on him, and oh, there goes a sword through his back. It's pretty sudden, and it turns out to be someone from the Bacon army. She snaps her neck to look back at him, and then she runs away from him. After he starts running after her for a very long time, it supposes. Yeah, seriously, look at the length of that running. And boom, there she drives away, and then he finally stops. Also, hey editor, put a fade to black over that scene and maybe fade into black on another. Oh, no, it's not a fade to black. With a freaking flashbang sound effect in the background, the guest seems pretty much injured as he puts him to the back of this truck, which did not get exploded somehow in the explosion. Even though his father mentions that he committed mass genocide, I won't count anything since there were no bodies shown. After driving for forever to a hospital, and almost after an hour, we finally meet Zara's father, who was mentioned around the beginning of the film. After our guest gets some urgent health care, we finally learn his status.
He's alive.
After going in for a window in this shot, we finally meet back up with the corn kernel.
Are you telling me there's a possibility he escaped?
I know, but let's find out.
Well, yes, sir. There could be a chance he's...
Pathetic. I'll go find him myself.
After that kill, we cut back to the hospital. And wow, Zara's father was correct, he's still alive. What are you even doing anymore, movie? After that talk with the corn kernel, we get a reveal that there's a bunker under the floor. Nice exposition. Now we learn that Matt's in the hospital, safe and sound. After Matt gets told some lies, we discover that it's now time to get out of that bunker. Or no, wait, deliver some more lines. And apparently it's exposition about things we've already seen. Because you don't need to remind us for the millionth time that there's a prison camp with guests in it.
You can lead the guests back home and see your family again. I need to go speak to my friend Rose. I'll explain everything on the way.
By explaining everything, I mean just the fade to black, because why not, and get to the forest because we don't need more dragging footage.
We'll have to take out the guards.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this!
Hey, have you heard of that prodigy kid going around beating up all of our soldiers?
No man, I haven't, I swear.
He beat the hell out of me and Pablito at the gym last year in training.
And also, if that guy's voice sounds familiar, you should be thankful because he's Flamingo. Flamingo starts to point a gun at the guest because he's just standing there for no reason at all. But there is, as Flamingo gets ambushed by Jez. The other dude walks back as if Jez said something racist on Twitter before he gets beaten up. But as Rose is young, she wants a news broadcast where many guests get shot. I'll count everyone there. Because let's face it, they're all pretty screwed there, right? Which means that 7 people will now be added to our list as they all get shot up by the Bacon Army.
Why are the Batmen killing all those people?
Same thing here. Apparently this man goes back in time to take a photo of them. Afterwards, quite a bit of time later, we find out that she's writing down names so she can kill people.
Make any sound and I'll kill you.
The human eardrum is a part of the human ear, located in the inner ear near the skull and the brain, which has relationships with as a part of the ear is connected to it, which means the eardrum is barely connected to the human brain.
Get away from my daughter.
He does, only to kill you, because unless if you forgot, he said no sound or you die. After learning about Rose's backstory, we discovered that there's multiple paths to the Gladiator Arena, which may be located somewhere close to the prison. They then organize their own plan to get in, which includes starting with ambushing these 2 guards. After fighting many guards, they're able to get a key card to advance further in like a video game. They fight multiple, like I already said, dodge bullets in. Cool, over here. The door opens for them because they have the key card, and it looks like they're able to advance in and free everyone else. Except that there is no one. And it's because...
You and Jez were.
Haha, suspense music, yeah! Apparently they've been fed false information all this time, and it was supposed to be Guest and Jez in the guest games, not Rose, even though isn't Jez the Bacon here? After explaining to Guest that his wife and daughter will die if he doesn't fight, he radios to another soldier on a roof. This is one of the Katana soldiers, one of the ones who killed the Roblox Army General, who was randomly watching on Matt, Daisy, and Charlotte.
You keep this safe for me?
Now we're back at the end of part 1.
I'm going to look after Mommy.
Everyone except Charlotte goes to the park and have flashbacks to when they were younger and used to play there. This was after the bully event and after Matt was introduced. They then snap back into reality as they come back to the present day and out of that flashback.
We'd better get you to the hospital.
Yeah.
Now we're at the second hospital of the film, where Matt is currently at. And there's 2 people from the army here. The new captain, Richard, and Molly, who was introduced earlier when the previous general got stabbed through the back. Now, while Matt's being checked on or something, they're in the waiting room now. But don't you look back, because there's a Bacon Army Katana soldier walking right towards you and will kill your entire family.
Okay, good. Your leg's nearly made a full recovery. The cast was just a precaution, but your leg's absolutely fine.
You know, some of this acting kinda sucks. If this does well enough, I'll release a separate video about my opinions on this film. And oh yeah, we now find out that was just to remove Matt's cast. Now Matt's looking at this monitor or TV or something because, ooh, there's something in there. We're talking about hacks, glitches, or any other things you may have problems with. Now he's looking at Guest Family. Quick, get out! Ooh, haha, nice fight scene. Ooh, kick. Nice. Anyways, ooh, he tried to cut him in half, but it didn't work. Ooh, tried to cut him in half twice more. Ooh, nice moves. Haha, nice. As the Katana soldier tries to go in for his final cut, his katana gets shot out of his hand. And is it from who? But none other than the lieutenant, Molly.
Stay right where you are.
Wonder where it went. After confirming that Matt's okay from that fight scene, and after that stupid brain move, we learn from the new captain, Richards, that the Bacon committed suicide by jumping out of the window.
Daisy, I'll make sure there are soldiers posted outside your house 24/7. Matt, be at headquarters for 6 a.m. I've been preparing the Roblox army, and we'll be marching on the Bacon camp at first light tomorrow. We need to put a stop to these outrageous attacks, once and for all.
We cut back to the gladiator arena where we have Rose chained at the leg.
Save it. How could you betray your own people?
I'm so sorry. I never wanted any of this.
How could I have been so stupid? The first day we met you by the fence, you were far too happy for a recently captured guest. And I could never figure out how the Colonel knew that me and Zara were gonna rescue the guest that night.
It's also confirmed that in a minute-long scene of exposition, they have in fact been enslaving the guests. That hour mentioned in another piece of dialogue earlier is stopped by Zara's dad, who is a doctor, by impaling some drugs into that dude's system. While his 2 dudes notice there, and they both get drugged by the doctor, Zara's dad, and they won't be going on to count since they're not explicitly dead.
A good thing you told me your plans this morning.
The wall then cuts into the same shot, only from a different angle as they walk out of there. We then come in on the next day, the day of the battle, as we walk in on another prison life-esque backdrop.
Yeah, tell me about it, man. It's so unfair. Wait, hold on. Who's this? Hey, what are you doing here? Hold on. You look really familiar.
His guest! That wasn't the guest, this is the guest!
Oh gosh, it's happening again.
You're right, since he comes in and kicks you. Then Flamingo walks in on another ambush from the guest and Jez, who come in there and he presses the button for them, which automatically grants them access to the prison camp. And coming in to get the other guests are other Bacon soldiers, led by Jez's dad.
Killing people because they're different from us is wrong.
Solid point.
It's time we stand up for what is right.
I can't stand in front of a class and teach students bacon propaganda any longer.
After some of the bacon side with some of the guests, they go in and free every single one of the prisoners.
We have to stop this bacon regime once and for all. Anyone that can fight, follow me and Jez.
Now we're back at the Roblox Army camp, around 30 minutes after we last saw it in the film.
I don't like this.
If you're talking about the movie, then yeah, I agree. After almost an hour since the last battle of the film, which was the first battle of the war, we finally come in on the big climactic fight scene with the rest of the Bacon Army. Among them, we have many soldiers with guns, which won't come to use since, as we see in the fight scene, those aren't really preferred weapons. Here is the main Roblox army with many people in this overhead shot. Like, oh my god. Then we have the Bacon Army, consisting of everyone who looks like the same person, except for the 2 alive katana soldiers and the corn colonel.
Do you need a little help, friend?
Who's there?
You're alive?
Of course he is. You're looking right at him. He talks about a long story, which is why all of these people, including some of the Bacon, are here. But I shouldn't go through all of this, since I already talked about it in the last 27 minutes. And oh yeah, now we're on to a big fight scene. Oh yeah, I'm gonna expect a bunch of shooting and... Oh, dude! Why do you need to torture me with all of this? There's so many dead bodies here that it's hard to count, but I did count them all, and my final result as the guest and the corn colonel are walking in is 34 new additions to the count. Now, finally, out of all of that death, we come into the guest and the corn colonel, in which the guest does some impossible bullet dodging maneuvers. Like, dude, even though if it is impossible in real life, that was kind of awesome. He slaps out, oh, dude, stop. Like, actually, stop this all. Like, dude, you know how much I'm trying to do here because of all of your leading up here and dead bodies in the background? Like, dude, come on, show some respect. Also, 17 people die here. After the corn colonel gets the gun and tries to shoot Guest, Rose sacrifices herself for Guest and decides to take the shot to the chest. Since Jez sees it happen, of course, since it was in his field of vision, he gets revenge against her by punching the katana Bacon soldier, grabbing his katana, and as I can see at like 9 in the background, he stabs him in the chest. Finally, I get a break. And as the corn colonel tries to shoot Guest with his gun, he sees that there are no bullets.
Ah, damn it!
Well, look at that runaway, best runaway ever. After leaving the katana soldier's body, Jez goes back to battle. And in battle is another really hard to count scene. Like, dude, just give me a break already. Come on, as they beat this dude to death, countless people get killed off in the background, or their bodies are just seen. Also, I may be double counting at times, but since there's so much, I can't help but sometimes double count. I know, yeah, the last katana soldier dies during the scene. By my total count, there were 54 new additions. After getting ambushed at the top of the hill, Jez and the corn colonel finally meet together for a great action scene. Which, great, I mean not really great, since, you know, nothing is really great here. He sees his gun, and now he has it to shoot him. And as Guest just walks in, jumps through the air in slow-mo, gets his gun to roll down the hill, they go into another fight scene around 30 seconds after the last one. And then we get a big climactic final kill as Jez fires off his gun and shoots the corn kernel, which will finally put an end to this war and finally an end to my suffering as he falls into water and pretty sure drowns. Or if he didn't, or he's drowning. Yeah. After that, we wake up to Rose in the hospital since, you know, sacrifice for guests. And after all of this time, we're finally tying up every single loose string as Guest walks through his house, really familiar setting, yes I know, to his backyard I suppose, which yep, is his backyard. Where Charlotte and Daisy are. Daisy can believe that he's back too. So then they all bring up into a bug. Yeah. And yes, he's finally back. With his family. Time for a water effect! Oh yeah! 1 year later, where everyone is back to normal. There's even more guests. Oh, I see y'all skateboarders. These three idiots come into the backyard where everyone's back to normal. There's 2017 Roblox dudes hanging out. Everyone's having a good time. I knew those conversations earlier would lead up to something. The movie ends with a piece of text, like the opening. Yep, there it is. However, if you do stick long enough, you do see a post-credit sequence sometime after the events of the movie, where, oh man, it's Guest 666, back for revenge. I hope y'all enjoyed me suffer. How many people did suffer and die during this entire ordeal? Let's find out right now. I should be quiet so I should not get killed. So anyways, there were 148 kills in the last Guest. The victims included 31 men, 6 women, and 111 of unknown gender, giving us a 31 ratio of unknowns. Over a time of 90 minutes, that was those of killing every 36.49 seconds. I'll give the Amethyst Flamethrower for the coolest death to the Roblox only general. It's pretty sudden, and I kinda like that it's that way. Great kill. I'll give Broken Pistol for latest death to Zara. It's so annoying to see her get killed, and for what? Absolutely no reason. Like, I know she did go against the rule, but come on, you need to think of a better reason to kill her off. And that's finally it. The last Guest came out in 2019 after being released as a miniseries in 2017 and 2018. But next week we're going to be recounting Hostage from 2019. Until then, I'm 9, and this has been the Kill Count Parody.